just to get back to playing? I mean, was last week kind of for you? Does it linger? I mean, or do you can't really let it? I mean, probably maybe not want to forget about it, but you also don't want it to eat at you. I mean, what was this last week for you, just based on what happened in the last game for this?
It was hard, but at the same time, I think it was good for myself, but also the team, just to kind of regroup and refresh and get our bodies right and try to figure out what happened that game.
What did happen offensively, Brett? When you went back and looked at the film a lot and studying it, I mean, I know seemed like you were pressured a lot more than maybe you had been so far this season. The run game couldn't get going. I mean, when you go back and look at it, what in your mind, what did happen offensively?
They threw some looks at us that we weren't ready for. They brought some pressure at numerous angles that we didn't anticipate, and they also dropped some guys in the coverage that we weren't completely ready for. So they did a great job coming out after the delay and adjusting to what we were doing. So I think that was probably what they did.
Does New Mexico, when you look at them defensively, and I don't know how much film you see them, do they run similar schemes, or do they do some similar stuff as Texas State, or defensively are they completely different?
They do some similar things to Texas State, but at the same time, every defense is different,
right,
in regards to personnel, the speed, and all that stuff. So they definitely have some things that they do better than Texas State, and they I guess have a few similar looks.
I think that could help you. I mean, again, you never know what defenses are going to throw at you, but do you think that could help you based on what you saw from Texas State and maybe what you're always probably going to see stuff you don't expect. So do you think that could help you moving ahead, whether it's New Mexico or any of these guys teams coming up?
You've seen it before, so you're ready for it. And you understand how to beat that if you study and figure out what the problems were. And I think we've done that. And at the same time, they don't run exactly what Texas State does to a T, but they do some things that are kind of the same. And so I guess we kind of tried to take what happened in Texas State and try to implement that in our game to try to find success and also correct our mistakes.
How do you think the offensive line responded in the bye week? And I know you guys got a lot of time off, or at least you'd go for about an hour and then you get some time for your bodies, and you came back on the weekend. How do you think they responded to the bye week too? I know it was a tough game for them as well. How do you think they've responded from what you've seen?
Yeah, they responded well. Just I don't think that they were the only ones that had trouble. It was a complete collapse of everybody on the offensive side of the ball, including myself. So I think they just like us all on the offensive side of the ball, just try to correct their mistakes and try to figure out what they can do better this game.
It's been about a month since you played a home game. Does it seem like it's been that long, or does it seem longer, or did that even cross your mind?
Yeah, that was weird. I just heard that, and it's been weird, but it definitely has seemed like a long time we played. So can't wait to play in front of them again, and just with the setting of it being homecoming, I think it's going to be a ton of fun to play.
I know for homecoming here, it's a big deal for obviously the alums, but as players, I mean, you are here and stuff. I mean, is it I know in high school that's kind of homecoming's kind of a big deal. Is it the same in college, Brett, or is it different? I mean, is there distractions, or can you feel like it's a big game no matter who you're playing, or what's kind of been your experience here with homecoming?
Honest, in regards to being here, it feels like another game. There aren't many extracurricular activities that go on behind the scenes, I guess, for the team.
Right.
It's just, the title of it being homecoming makes it that much more special. In high school, there's a dance, you kind of get ready for that all week, especially if you got a girlfriend. So it's not like that here, but like I said, just, the meaning behind homecoming, and, I think that correlates with the pride of the state. We understand how important it is to them, and it's important to us to perform for the fans, because their loyalty means a lot to us.